To start off the game, I play 3 Golden Scouts. I really like this skin. I like his base level because on the image on screen right now, you can see he has this tie, he's holding it pretty professionally, and I think that's really cool looking. So, yeah. I didn't upgrade this man up at all, honestly, this entire game until a certain wave, which we will talk about later. But on wave 3, I put down a Toxic Gunner, setting it to random because that's the best targeting from it. It can hit multiple enemies, applying its slow effect and defense reducing to, as many enemies as possible. And then I got it to level 2, where it gains those abilities I said before. And level 2 Toxic Gunner is insane. It can do so much damage while reducing defense. I think it's really good. But on wave, same wave basically, I placed Engineer, and I would get it to level 3 and to deal with the boss. Even though I didn't really need to, it would just be my main DPS for this entire game, basically, because Engineer technically does have the highest raw DPS without support. But yeah, there you go. I got it to level 3, and it would deal with the boss, but I would argue that Toxic Gunner did all of that, because Toxic Gunner is the best support tower. People expect it to be a DPS dealer, that's just unrealistic. It is a support tower. But I would just place down a lot of level 3 engineer skins, and at the end of the video I'll be ranking the skins, so yeah, stay tuned for that. It won't be an edited one, but yeah, the level 3 spams of engineer was enough to deal with the fallen, which is the hardest wave for most people. But yeah, on wave 22, I'd sell my scouts for a level 3 Toxic Gunner, which would help out with the breakers this entire game, because Toxic is really good for breakers. And then I would get my engineers ult to level 4 to prepare for the tank coming in 5 waves. On wave 28, basically, I would max out my Toxic Gunner to get some support on the tank, because the Toxic Gunner will be able to do a tad bit of damage to it while slowing it down. And I also got Ranger, which is really cool looking, like the tactical ops looking Ranger. He is pretty cool. Every time he shoots, he has a little electric effect on him. So yeah, it is really cool. As I would say, good support requires good DPS, so Ranger is going to be my DPS. So I got a bunch of level 4 engineers, 2 level 2 rangers, and a commander, and let's see if we killed this tank. Alright, the tank got pretty far. I honestly thought I would die that wave, but, with that, preparation, I placed on more rangers, and later on I would set up a commander chain, as you can see right here. At this point, I had 5 rangers. I thought I had 6, but, I guess I don't know what I was doing, honestly. But yeah, Toxic Hunter is going to help out a lot with the glitches as well, and also with the crowds, clumping them up together. But anyways, I placed on a scout during that tank wave to deal with the hidden bosses, and as you can see here, it was definitely needed, because I would have died here if it wasn't for my big base HP. But yeah, we survived with 79 HP. But yeah, as you can see, Toxic Gunner would be dealing with the breakers, and on this wave, I also got a max engineer, and I would spend the entire game maxing out the engineers, which you will see in the time lapse. But yeah, these skins are really cool overall. Yeah, I spent a lot on them though. I'm actually pretty surprised that we made it to the final wave, because Eagle has fallen, especially with this expensive of a layout, because Ranger and Engineer without DJ are pretty expensive, and especially without Eco, that's insane. But for the rest of the game, I would just, max out my Rangers one by one, and setting them ultra strongest so it can do as much damage as possible, while the Engineer will settle the Guards and also spam that will appear when the Fallen King comes out. But for the rest of this, I will time lapse to see if I won or not. But if you like the video, subscribe, like, do that fun stuff. Comment down E for the algorithm so this video is promoted to more people. But with that, let's time lapse. Anyways, here's my ranking. Very lazily done, but here's my ranking. The Engineer's #1 because it has special sentries and also the animations are custom, so it's an easy 10 out of 10 skin. The Sledger, it looks too similar from level 0 to 5, so it's obviously last place. And in between, they're pretty cool, and besides the Minigunner one, all of them I wouldn't mainly use, except for the event ones, because usually event towers only have one skin, Toxic Gunner. But anyways, thanks for watching, and goodbye.